All right. Hello and welcome to another Relationship Friday. It's Friday, y'all. We made it. We made it. Oh my goodness. This has been a week. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Y'all know how we do when y'all come in. Let us know where you're tuning in from. Um, it's Rachel, your licensed clinical social worker with RDH Counseling and Consulting, where we help you become your healthiest self. So we are going to be doing some delicious talking tonight. We have some great conversation, which is what we do on Relationship Fridays. And I have some wonderful panelists with me tonight. So I am super excited about that. Before we hop in, welcome, Carolyn from Newport News. We've got Abigail tuning in from Norfolk. We have Becky tuning in from DC. Hey, hey, hey. So welcome, welcome. Listen, for those of y'all who are joining us via watch party, welcome and hello. We want to see your comments as well. So make sure that when y'all are typing your comments in that you are doing it on the left side, which is the live side. Hey, Sheldon, welcome. Sheldon is in the building from Virginia Beach. So welcome, welcome, welcome. It is Relationship Friday. I want y'all to like the page. I want you to share the page. Help us to get our posts out there. Share this video and invite some people to jump on with you as you are enjoying your Friday. Welcome to Miss Mercedes. Hey, Mercedes is joining us from Virginia Beach. Virginia Beach is in the building. So welcome, welcome. I hear a little bit of a feedback. So for my panelists, if you are also on Facebook, that's fine. Just make sure that you have the Facebook portion muted so there's no feedback or echo. Hey, Dash. Welcome, Dash. Dash, where are you joining us from? Where are you joining us from? Okay, so share the page, share the post, invite your friends. We are talking about relationships, and we have a lot of interesting questions that we are going to be talking about, and the panelists are excited. I know y'all that are watching are excited. Hey, Lakeisha joining us from Chesapeake. Chesapeake is in the building. Dash is from Chesapeake as well. Listen, if you want to come on and you have your comments, you got your questions for the panelists, the link is posted, and so all you have to do is click that link and you'll be able to come on live with your comments and your feedback. We want some hearts tonight. We want some likes tonight, and we want you to share this. So we're going to get started. Hey, Sabrina. And as y'all come in, let us know where you are tuning in from. Sabrina is joining us from Glen Allen, Virginia. Welcome, welcome. It is good to see your face in the place. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to have you all introduce yourself. We will start with Jazz. I'm hearing a little bit of feedback, y'all. Jazz, we'll start with you. We'll do the ladies first. So if y'all would introduce yourself, tell us, you can just tell us your first name, what business you represent, what services or products that you might have. Take a few seconds to do that, and then we're going to go to the fellas, and then we're going to hop right in. I'm going to show a brief clip also after you all do your introductions, and then we're going to hop right into our discussion.
Okay. Can y'all hear me good? Am I okay?
Yes, you're sounding good.
Okay. Hi, everybody. I'm Chef Jazz. I live here in Virginia Beach. I am the owner of Lab Work LLC, Personal Chef Services. I am half owner of Curated Chefs. We are also personal chefs, and I'm also 1/3 of a podcast called A Chosen Hood.
Awesome. Welcome.
I'm happy to be here. Thanks for having me, Rachel.
Thank you. And her food is delicious. So check her out. Get her. She does delicious. When we do our giveaways, her lunches are the bomb. So get with her. She'll come and do some personal meal prep for you. You will not be disappointed. So check her out. Yes. Miss Kim.
Hello. Can you hear me okay?
Yep.
All right. Good evening, everybody. My name is Kimberly. I live in Virginia Beach. I am a wife, a mom, and I work for one of the big four accounting firms. My background is HR and learning and development.
Awesome. Awesome. Welcome. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Yes. Kimberly, do you do any consulting on the side?
I personally don't know, not at the moment, but maybe soon.
Look at God.
Look at you speaking that into existence. I'm working on some stuff over here. That's why I'm like, see me in a couple months.
Awesome. Hey, and welcome. I hope I'm saying your name correctly. Mammy. That's what I'm gonna go with. Mamie, welcome from North Carolina. North Kakalaka is in the building. All right, Mr. Patrick, go right ahead.
Hey, what's going on, good people? It's your boy Patrick Williams. I am a stand-up comedian. I love what I do. Love to make people laugh. I love to entertain people. I'm also a leader at the Mount under the leadership of Bishop Kim W. Brown. And I also work in the shipyard. So I'm a government employee. Those of you who know anything about government employees, you know we work so hard tirelessly for the mission. So thank y'all so much for having me. I'm excited about it.
Awesome. Welcome. And listen, Patrick will keep you laughing. For those of you all who are in HR or you are in control of doing like employee team building, he will be a wonderful resource. He will keep you laughing, and he will get your laughter right, especially with COVID and all of the stress that we're dealing with. We need some laughter. So look him up, and at the end, I'm going to have all of them provide their contact information as well so that y'all can check them out. All right, Stacy.
All right. Well, my name's Stacy Nixon. I'm born and raised in Norfolk. Right now I reside in Chesapeake. But I create T-shirts, Sun's Touch, customized apparel. I've been doing that for 6 years. Just something therapeutic. I work in a prison. I've been working there 22 years. Something to woosah. And my creativity is my strength. So I go by, if you can, I can invent it and print it. So you give me what your vision is, I can invent it and print it. So that's what I enjoy doing.
Awesome.
So I'm excited.
Awesome.
I'm excited.
Yes. And is that one of your shirts that you have on there?
Yes. This real fast. This is just basic, but it's with a K. So it's like, it's on this side. Yeah. It's like I was dancing, but it's. I made it sick because it's like my basic to you is like, wow, that's hot. It's kind of sick. So I just put basic together. So just having a basic lifestyle. So just something different.
Oh, snap. Awesome. Welcome. Thank you. Norfolk is in the house. Hey, Naomi.
Norfolk. Norfolk in the house. I've seen her. Okay. I'm sorry.
Okay. And Mercedes said her grandfather does T-shirts as well. Okay, listen. Stacy does some really good products. He does our push through T-shirts. So for those of y'all who are wanting, look on our shop on our Facebook page. We have our push through T-shirts. They are gorgeous. So he does really good work. Latoya, hey Latoya from Hampton tuning in. Lamisha tuning. Hey Lamisha tuning in from Chesapeake. Okay, all right. So we're going to get started. So it's relationship coverage, and I want to show y'all this clip. I know y'all have seen it. So
oh gosh.
I'm going to play this clip, just a little snippet, just to get us started, because this is really where the basis of some of these questions came in. So we want to kind of talk about that. You love the push through T-shirts, thank you. So yes, in the push through, let me talk about that real quick. It's you grinding. Life is rough, life is tough. You don't give up. You keep pushing through. So that's the basis of that. Let me see if I can share the screen, and I want to show y'all this and let y'all see your thoughts. All right, let me.
Gosh.
You knew it was that one, Kim?
Mm-hmm. I just had to go ahead and take a sip already.
Rachel, we can't hear it.
You cannot?
Mm-mm.
No.
Ah.
I work in the prison, so I'm good at reading lips.
Oh, no. And y'all still can't hear it?
No, ma'am.
No. Shoot. Ah. That sucks. All right. Let me see something. Okay. If you can't hear it, then I don't have my tech support, so we're not going to play it. But thank y'all for letting me know that we couldn't hear it. Hey, Tamika, joining us from Alexandria. Okay. All right. So we're going to hop on. The basis of that video, for those of y'all who have not seen it, and who of my panelists have not seen that video? Okay, okay, so Patrick and Stacey have not seen the video, and you know, some people might say, "Hey, you're not missing much," but just the premise of it is that there's this this term of high value men, and that young individual, the man on that show, his premise is this: you're an older woman. Now, older is relative because I think she's like 35 years old. And he said to her, you know, you're a child, you're a baby mama, you're 35, and the high value men that you're looking for, and their definition of high value was like a man that was making 6 figures. So basically he said, listen, sis, you don't add up to what high value men are looking for, and take a seat and get you a basic Stacey, a basic
Without the K. Look, this is Stacey.
Without the K.
Without the
Right.
K. Yeah.
She said, listen, get you a basic man and sit down, have some seats. So that was the premise of it. So from there, you know, I kind of thought, you know, what is this high value man? So let's kind of start there. Is there such a thing as a high value man? Like what are we even saying when we say a high value man? And we'll start with men, but also, are there high value women? Like, what does that even mean? So let me face.
Hold on.
Take a sip. All right. So what are your thoughts? Is there such a thing as a high value man, a high value woman? So Patrick, you start. High value man.
All right. So for me, a high value man, you said that their definition of a high value man was making 6 figures. So that's what I'm gonna go with. I didn't know what a high value man was when I first heard of it, right? So I had to Google it. I always tend to lean on Siri and Alexa for things that I don't know about. So I leaned on them and they gave me a definition that was kind of sort of along the lines of what you were talking about. So for me, are they high value man? Yeah, of course. But for him to tell her to have a seat, have a seat because you don't have what it takes to get up to that, or you don't have anything to bring to the table, or whatever the case may be. I haven't seen the video, so I don't know the full gist of it, but I can only go by what you told me. But my thing is, somebody may be looking for somebody like that, depending on what everybody don't want nobody to bring something to the table. You know what I'm saying? A high value man, if you so high value, you might want to hold it down and just want somebody, a yes person. So it can go all different types of ways. You might say, look, I got the money. I don't need you to bring the bag to the table. I just need you to prepare what I'm bringing to the table. I got the table. I got the cookware. I got the kitchen. You cook up and be there for me. So for me, do they exist? Yes, I do believe, but I think it's all different types of women out there that can that still can be picked up. I don't think at 35, I don't think you retire at 35. No. I'm not to take up too much time, but you're talking to somebody that got married really young. So I got married at 20 years old. I've been married for 13 years. So for me, mine is different. I'm not a high value man, never was. And definitely when she met me, I didn't have any value. We was eating value meals. So
Yeah.
progressed, he didn't want to deal with me in my infancy stages or my young stages where I didn't have anything. Now we wouldn't be able to share what we have created together.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man.
Gotcha.
Wow.
Stacey, what were your thoughts? Is there such a thing as a high value man? If so, what is it? Is it just that a man that makes six figures? Or is there more to, this high value man thing? And then I'm going to get to the ladies as far as what do y'all think? Are there high value women? If so, what is a high value woman?
Okay. So I know a gentleman that's high value.
Okay.
And he has nothing to bring to the table. But his requirements are, you got to take care of me because of the way he looked. He wear designer everything, and he get these beautiful women. Like he get them. Like, and back in my days, it was like I would get the residue, like her stick girl. You know what I'm saying? Like I had to take one for the team here and there. You know what I'm saying? But but yeah, high value, it's like it ain't about six figures.
Okay.
To me, it ain't about six figures. It's about, a high value man is just his standards are high, his requirements, he might, he got his own bag. So it varies. It depends on who the individual is, because a man is gonna, for the most part, put out his expectations. And if you're willing to deal with those expectations, then you're gonna be buying the man Gucci, and you're gonna be buying him the things that he so desires.
So wait, let me just make sure I'm clear. It sounds like what you're saying, Stacey, is that a high value man is a man that has expensive taste and has certain expectations and standards. And did I hear you say that this type of person that expects to be taken care of?
No, I've seen both.
Oh, gotcha.
I've seen both.
Okay.
I've seen a man that expected and don't have. I've seen a man that expected and he have. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So
gotcha.
Yeah. No, Lakeisha. He's broke. Yeah, he's broke.
Gotcha. Okay, so here somebody was asking about the link to the video. So here's the link. And so before we get to the ladies, I want to pull in some of the comments that people in the audience are saying about and
JC said something nice.
They did. Okay, hold on. Let me pull up some of the comments. So just to clarify, and for those of y'all who shared the link, there was someone asking for it, so thank y'all for that. So Becky said she wanted this particular woman was looking for a baller. And so just to clarify, the female was the one saying, hey, this is what I want, but she was average. Naomi said she saw the video. She was disgusted with his attitude. All right, so Mercedes said, high value men means high maintenance men and vice versa. So Mercedes is kind of thinking in her mind that, high value means, you kind of high maintenance. You got a lot of demands, a lot of things, that you require, you're expecting. Let me see. And y'all are bringing these comments in. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. JC, hey, welcome, JC. What he deemed highly valued is so personal as far as definition goes. Same way people will describe success, completely different. And I think that's a good point. And listen, for everybody, their definition might be different about what high value is. There was a dollar amount put on it, but I heard someone say earlier that, hey, it could be more than that. It's just kind of what your definition is. Jazz, is there such a thing as a high value woman? If so, what does that look like? What does that entail?
I think before we can, what is, I mean, if you define it, I suppose, you know, what is a high value? What does that mean? Like, is it
Right.
high value? I think, like you said, Rachel, in some instances it says, you know, it's a dollar amount, or is it, you know, the way she carries herself? I think there's no way. I think what's high value to one person might be high value, what might not be high value to someone else. So you can walk around and you can be regular, and somebody might find you high value, you know, high value. But then what is regular? I just think it's also relative.
Right.
And you know, your man's was dead wrong for how he to her. Like, and she just sat there and kind of took it. And I was like, you know, God knows that couldn't have been me. Like, we would have had, we probably would have had, who you talking to? You know, like, I mean, he was really disrespectful to her and just really devaluing who she was.
Mm-hmm.
To the point where I took it personal, and I was just like, oh man, I hope I don't ever see this man in the street. Like, it was just so disrespectful. And as far as, is there high value? Possibly.
Okay.
Possibly, like, you know, if you think you're high value, then you're entitled to go after whatever type of person you want to go after.
Yes.
You know, like, confidence wins. There's people who don't have a lot, but they're confident.
Yeah.
And so that is what's getting them over. You know, there's some people who have a lot and they have, you know, zero confidence, and they keep getting the person who they end up having to take care of. So it just really just depends. It's all really relative.
Gotcha. And that's, somebody else was making that point. JC said, yeah, we definitely have to have a, you know, a definition. Like, we need to kind of solidify what is high value. Kimberly, what is high value? What is a high value woman? Do you consider yourself to be a high value woman?
I feel like everybody should consider themselves to be high value, but in reference to what someone else, high value for someone looking for a spouse, a significant other, is always going to be subjective. It depends on what it is that you're looking for, what you need, and what you value. So if you value security and you value being taken care of, dollar figure may be what is the basis for that, but still at the same time, that's always going to change, right? Because the cost of living is going to change. Everything is going to go up. So to me, when you say six figures, I'm like, so 101,000 automatically just takes you really $99,999. You like right at that high value mark. To me, that doesn't make any sense, because you could still be have the attitude of the man in this video. And in terms of you being high value, in my opinion, that's an absolute no. Like, you can't be condescending and disrespectful to someone, but because you make $100,000, you are automatically qualified as high value. Some people may value someone who, or they may find it, you know, honorable. Let's say if you don't have kids at a certain point when you go to get married, maybe it's later in life. It just depends on what it is that you value, whether it's the person's personality, their character, how they treat you. In my field, I work with people who make a ton of money, like a lot of money, but that still doesn't mean that they're not at home beating their wife or being disrespectful to their kids or whatever it is. And so to me, I just feel like it's all subjective. This is really not a yes or no answer. It's really personal.
Gotcha.
Gotcha.
So y'all are making some good points. They are definitely agreeing with that. So let me bring in some of the comments in the audience. 100K ain't enough. Let's see. Abigail said, let me pull it up. She said that young women, she said that young woman, her age didn't want older men, and she wanted to know how she could attract a high value man that made more money than her. Then she rated herself as a 5 before makeup and and a 6 after makeup. He just confirmed that her average looks and baggage did not make her attractive to the high value men she was looking for. She associated the money status of a man to his value. So the guy associated her looks and other baggage she came with her value. So basically, Abigail's just kind of clarifying in that video. And again, that was just a snippet, so we didn't get to see the full amount of the full video. And so, you know, the woman kind of gave herself that average range of things. But y'all are making some good points as far as what is your value? What do you consider to be your value? And Kimberly, I think that was you that said earlier that your value, everybody should feel like they are valuable. And so money may not have to be
Yes.
the
Which you can bring to the table.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, let me see. Okay. So
Can I
let's go
just say while you're doing that, something that Abigail said, because she did. I don't understand. Well, and it's not me, right? She was trying to she was trying not to make herself seem like she felt better about herself than what she did. Maybe because she was scared of what his response was going to be.
Right.
But he would have asked me, and I wouldn't have cared if I had rollers in my head. I'd have been like a 10. And
Right.
next question. Like she just didn't. She didn't have that. But at the same time, she just was looking for a man to match what she already had. She was making $100,000. She was making six figures, owned her own business, and was tired of being put in a situation where she had to financially take care of another adult that she's in a relationship with. And so I feel like for him to not even feel like she was within realms to ask for herself what she was capable of providing was outlandish. Like it was just ridiculous. It didn't make any sense.
Right.
Okay, so let me ask the fellas. So Kimberly is saying, listen, this male makes six figures, right? Whole time he trashed. This woman is making six figures, and is saying, hey, I want a man that at least is going to be able to be on that compatible with me in that level. Is that something that men look for? Is that a problem? What do men want? She's saying, hey, I want a man that's really, compatible, financially compatible with me.
Yes.
And so this is what she's saying that she wanted. But let me kind of jump to the next question. When guys are looking for females, and we've been talking about what people bring to the table. What are guys looking for in a woman that they consider to be a high value? Like, what do y'all consider? What type of women, or what are the characteristics that you all consider to be high value? What are men looking for in women?
I wouldn't, as far as high value, I don't look for a high value woman. Confidence attracts. Yes, physical attraction, definitely. I mean, people can say, I'm not looking for beauty or whatever. Yes, physical attraction. There's always going to be someone that look better than my spouse. I ain't talking about like that I would have a desire to be with, but it is what it is. So confidence, handling her business, respectful, definitely stable, funny. Just, I have two sons, my oldest son, 36, my youngest son, 19. So, just everything vibes.
Gotcha.
My kids get treated the same as yours. Things of that nature. I'm stable in, my career. So I'm not looking for I wasn't looking for a six-figure woman, but a girl working at Wendy's, a woman working at Wendy's, just hook me up when I come through the drive-through. But I'm not, make sure my fries hot. But no, I just, those are the, spiritual women, things of that nature. But I like to dance. I like to, when the world was open, I like to go out and dance. So I might be in a club, So just those type of things, like to move and groove and passport and go places, and that's for me.
Okay. Now you mentioned her employment. So if she worked at Wendy's fast food, would that be a turn off? It kind of sounded like. And then for the ladies, like, how important is that financial piece in there? Like, is that something that's important? Because I hear some men that say, listen, I don't need a woman to bring money to the table, because I got that. So, how important is that?
I didn't say that. I'm not that man.
So he said, listen, bring something to the table. Patrick, what are your thoughts?
Is Patrick?
He doing the mannequin challenge? I thought Patrick was doing the mannequin challenge.
I'm not doing it for Patrick tonight.
You won, bro. You won.
What's going on? My Wi-Fi was messed up or something. I had to tell people, get off the internet. Get off the internet. So, all right. How about you? So you asking me my thoughts. I think I missed something. So you was asking what am I looking for when I got kicked out. So is that what you want? Okay. So for me, I think, well, first of all, I want to talk about this. So you know how women that make a lot of money, right? Sometimes they have a lot of baggage when it comes to men, because some men can't handle women making a lot of money.
Gotcha.
Men get on an ego trip and sometimes can't handle that. Me, I'm the type of guy where if my wife make more than me, we make more together. I'm good with that. Hey, look, but guess what I'm going to do, though? I'm going to grind and do everything I can to get up to the point where either I match you or, well, what I'm bringing to the table is it don't have to be the same amount, but long as I'm grinding and doing my part. You got a lot of people that just chill, lay back in the cut, and then expect things to just happen, and they got an attitude, and they just, guys, the ego is a very fragile thing, man. So when people, I was talking to a lady that makes 6 figures, and she legit was like, I'm done. If you don't make more than me, I'm good. I ain't got time for it. Been there, done that. I was like, hey, why would you do that? Why would you do that? But sometimes you don't know people's baggage or their story or what they went through. You know what I mean?
Right.
So for me personally, what I look for in a, and I'm not looking anymore. Let's just be clear.
Please do. We don't want no problems.
What I was exactly what I found. Attractive, of course. So I'm the aesthetics gotta look good. You gotta look good. And here's the thing. I may sound crazy, but I can't have no ugly duckling with me. We can't, I plan on being in Hollywood, so I can't have no anybody with me, right? So we're gonna be surface a little bit. Yeah, you can't do messing with me. Smart. I need you to be able to code switch. Look, you can be from the hood. I just don't need you to take the hood everywhere you go. That's all. To be smart.
On and off.
Yeah, I love the on and off. If you can do the on and off, I love the fact that my wife is from the hood, and I like for it to come out every now and then. That's why I test her sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I need you to be ready at all times. But I like that on and off. I need you to be able to have a conversation. It's nothing worse than you going to, I'm just going to say a restaurant. I ain't even going to say the nicest restaurant or the lavish restaurant, just going to McDonald's. And my fries cold. I'm going to stick with the fry thing. My fries cold. And I need some new fries. Hold on, wait.
Right.
It's like bring it down a minute. Give you some more fries, but it's ways that we can go about it. So smart, and I like you to be goal driven. Men are looking for women that are goal driven. Well, I was, and I can only speak for me. I can't speak for every man because every man don't want that. Some men just want another mama.
Yeah.
Yes. Period. Yeah.
Look, you made a good point. And one of the things that you said was that there are some women who have in their mind. Okay, so let's just put it out there. And ladies, I kind of want to hear from y'all as well. All right, because we can take responsibility. What I'm hearing you say, Patrick, is there are some women who, one, are either just like all they're concerned about is finances, right? They want that. My brother calls them experienced women. And basically,
that was close. That was real.
But these are females who are looking for a man to take care of them. That's true. That's out there. Mm-hmm. I'm also hearing you say, Patrick, that there are some women who are like, listen, if you don't make a certain, number, a certain dollar number, then I don't want to have anything to do with you. And then there are also some men who have run into these females, and there's that past history of just a negative thing happening. And so that can certainly play a part in how people perceive another person, based on what has happened to them in the past. So, we'll kind of put that out there. There are some women that are just looking for a man that can take care of them, and that's not right. And then there are also some men who are not, finances is not important to them, but then there are some other men that are intimidated by women who make more money for whatever reason. So, like, we can kind of put that out there. Like, we know that that's out there, and I don't think that we should try to act like, that that's not there. Y'all mentioned, fellas, y'all mentioned some of the traits that y'all are looking for, or that you all find as valuable or important. Ladies, what are we looking for? What's important? What's a high value man to us? What are we looking for? Help the men out. What are some, high value women who have their stuff together, their mind is in the right place, they're not out here just trying to find, a man to take care of them? What are the qualities? What are y'all top 3 qualities and traits that you all are looking for in a man that you would consider to be a high value man?
Can I just touch on something you said real quick? When you was talking about women who want to be, taken care of, and you was like, that's not right. I disagree. I feel
right.
I've never had a man, my dad, was probably the only man who's ever taken care of me. Outside of him, I've never had a man step in and say, I got it, right? So I would love for a man to step in and say, I got it. And I think is, running into people who you don't trust to have it. I know if I have a certain walk with God and I don't trust that, you're not going with me to church, you're not doing this, I don't entrust anything to you. You don't have it. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like the history of men and women is that did have it. Men took care. They might not have been the best spouse in other areas, but financially, they, were the breadwinners. They took care of the home, and women, were able to live that lifestyle where their only job was to take care of the home, and then they had, like, I don't know, whatever extracurricular activities they did when the man was at work, because I wasn't part of that generation.
Gotcha.
So I think that it's normal for a woman to want to be taken care of. I don't know what's wrong with it, but I also know that I have run across no men that I've dealt with, unfortunately, but there are men out there. I've run across men who want to take care of women. They're out there. There's the men who's like, oh, I don't want my woman to work. I want to work, pay all the bills, and I want my woman to be taken care of. There's nothing wrong with that either. So I feel like if we can get those 2 types of people together, then there might not even be a reason for this conversation. So I just wanted to, touch on that a little bit, because if there is women who are listening, I don't want them to feel like, oh, I shouldn't want to meet. No, sis, it's okay that you.
Sis, get it.
Yes.
Let me pull it. Okay. And that's a good point that you're bringing up. And some people are definitely agreeing. Naomi said, I don't think it's wrong for a woman to be looking for a man to take care of them. There are men, and she's agreeing with you, that there are men that are looking to take care of their women, and there is someone for everyone. Carolyn also says, hey, listen, I don't think, she said, I want to be taken care of, even though I can do it myself. So let me just kind of back up. And I think everybody's different. The experience, I'm just going to use the word experience whores. That, and again, I didn't make that word, I didn't make that term up, but these are women who, and this is what I'm saying is, I think, in my opinion, everybody's different, but who will use a man and are only looking to get, like, they're really not even interested in them, and are basically, just trying to get what they can get out of the relationship without having a real interest in the man. So in my opinion, and what happens is, when men run into those type of women, sometimes they come away with the whole perspective that all women are, gold diggers and aren't authentic, aren't genuine. But let me hear from and Kimberly, I saw you agreeing with some of what Jazz was saying. But the other women, what are y'all, Miss Kimberly, what are your thoughts when it comes to a man, the top qualities, having someone that is willing to take care of? What does that look like? And look at it from the dating perspective. So before you even get to marriage, what does that look like? Having someone to take care of? Is that financially? Is that, hey, don't worry about stuff. Let me help take some of the burden off of you. Tell me, go a little bit more into that.
I think that most women, I kind of want to say all women, but most women are looking for a man that can protect and provide initially. Like, that's just automatic. If you can take care of yourself and you can take care of me, and while we're out in the street, I can feel like I am secure while being out with you, then you're already in a good space. Now, of course, I would want you to be able to take care of me more than just financially. I want you to be able to take care of me emotionally, physically, spiritually, just take care of me. I don't think that it's just the easy, simple answer, because there's always little nuances that have to be taken into consideration in each situation. But I think that is just the biggest thing. If I feel, which is the biggest issue that most women have, again, even if I am able to take care of myself, I still want to know that you can keep a roof over our head as the man of this house and of this family.
Gotcha.
That just is what it is. Now, I can step in if I need to. I don't want a man to say that I don't want you to work at all, because that's a little controlling for me. Like, I still need to be able to take care of myself. If God forbid anything happens in this situation, that's, again, the planner in me. I come from a risk management kind of background, so I'm always insuring myself against the risk. If I feel like there is a possibility for anything to happen where I'm going to have to step in to be able to provide for my family, I don't want to find that out in a situation that's dire straits, like you pass away unexpectedly, and now I just have to go out there and start working after not working for a number of years. Or, God forbid, I need to leave this situation for whatever reasons. I don't want to be in a predicament where I can't move the way I need to move because I don't have the finances to do so. It still doesn't mean that I don't feel like you should be responsible as a man for being able to at least handle the mortgage. That doesn't mean that I won't financially contribute in some aspects, whether that's to our savings, whether that's to us taking trips, whatever kind of way that is. Or even if I was a woman who felt like I wanted a man to take care of me, it's not like I'm not bringing something else to the table. So if I am constantly taking care of the household and making sure everything else is set on the front, then I should be able to have that request, or that standard. To me, it's a standard.
Patrick.
I love the fact that y'all have that standard, right? And I fully agree that I think women should be taken care of. I mean, the reality is, if it wasn't for women, we wouldn't be who we are. We're made up from women, right? But I'm a different guy. So for me, I don't think it has to be stated, though. I'm okay with the standard, but if somebody says, "I just want to be taken care of," I mean, to me, to a man, it's like, "Oh, she's a gold digger." But in all actuality, you can want that, but just flow with it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. I know you're supposed to let people know your expectations up front, but again, I've been out the dating scene for a minute. I don't really know how it works, but I just hearing that to me just then is just like, I think I'm going on about my business, even though I'm the type of guy that don't mind taking care of my woman.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
Now, can I say
something? Question for the men. Oh, go ahead, Kim.
No, I was just going to say, because, something was said earlier as far as, a man feeling like he's being used and you just want him to take care. But I'm like, at the same time, men use women all the time. Like, it's an exchange. This is a two-way street. I may want to be taken care of, and you want me to keep myself up so that I look like a trophy on your arm. If that is the request or the agreement that you all are okay with, then that's what y'all are okay with. I may not necessarily be okay with that. But if you're telling me that I don't have to go to work, but you want me to do A, B, C, and D, and I can provide that on my end, then that's what marriage is. It's an agreement. Like you're
Right.
agreeing to the terms on both sides that y'all can provide. You can provide this
Yeah.
lifestyle that she wants. She can provide the look of a wife that you want on your arm.
Right.
Okay.
Even ground.
Go ahead, Jazz, and then I want to jump in. Go ahead.
Okay, so I think there's so much material out there, whether it's magazines, whether it's podcasts, whether it's other men, right? Always saying, women, if you want a good man, this is what you need to do. Women, here's how you get a good man. Do men have that? I've never seen anything out there saying, men, this is what you need to do if you want. But then again, I'm not looking in the men. Are there men magazines that? Is there anything out there to, geared towards men to tell y'all what y'all need to do, or maybe y'all are not looking for it because y'all are not in a position where you're looking. But was there, when you were, something out there, to tell you, hey, this is what you need to do to get a good woman?
I think, for me, life in general is trial and error.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? So, but at some point, you get to a point like, I don't have time to waste. You feel what I'm saying? Because you don't know. Because, I was married for 10 years, and then just woke up and, she didn't want to be married no more. All right, cool. Didn't see that coming. Got to keep going. You feel what I'm saying? So, life don't stop there. You feel what I'm saying? That's just the end of that chapter. But it's trial and error because you're not, when you meet somebody, you're not meeting that person, the real
True.
them. Everything starts off is that new smell to that car.
The representative.
So you get that new car, that smell is what, that new smell in that car, that's what you love, the low mileage, that this is all new to you. But then everything starts to fade away. You're not gonna, I ain't gonna say you're not gonna cook, but for me, I might cook. And then it might be I don't feel like cooking tonight. But you was cooking, you was doing this, and now it's not doing that no more. So it's trial and error. It's what you're willing to put up with.
And this is what I'm hearing y'all say. And we're not going to be able to get through all of these questions. This is really good dialogue, really good feedback. The audience, as y'all can see, I'm going to pull in some of their things.
Yeah, it's jumping.
Yes, it is jumping. It is there's definitely more conversation that needs to be had. Hey, Asha, thank you for joining us. JC said there's another conversation to be had surrounding women and how they have to be both that and a busted baby. And I think that's what
that part right there. JC is on it.
Okay. We didn't talk about that.
I want to talk about that too for some reason.
Okay, what are y'all thoughts to that? Patrick, go ahead, hit that. What's your thoughts about that? Because I think that's a good, so there are, what I'm hearing y'all say, there are standards, right? So men have an expectation of what they're looking for, what's important to them. And I'm hearing the ladies saying, listen, we got expectations too. Is it wrong for us to have expectations? It's give and take. Listen, I do want a man that can take care of, handle responsibility. And I think it's important to say that there is nothing wrong with a woman, even how we are created. We do look for that protection. And especially if we're dating someone and looking to see if this person is marriage material and possibly father material, I need to know that you can protect it, are stable, and that you bring these things to the table. Is that wrong? So that's a conversation, ongoing conversation. But back to the busted baby thing. What did you want to say about that, Patrick?
Well, put that comment back up there. I want to see it one more time. So
okay, let me bring it back up.
There's something had to be both. I just want to make sure I read it within its context. Because I don't see it say there's another conversation they need to be had surrounding women and how they have to be both that and busted baby. Yeah. So I do want you to be everything I need you to be, and I want you to still keep it sexy. I still want you to bust it. Look, if the challenge going on, and I put this online the other day, I didn't see none of my friends that I know do the busted challenge, right? And I'm talking about women. And I know for a fact they probably wanted to, but out of respect for their marriage and their husbands, they didn't do it, right? So I said, well, that thought popped up in my head. I said, well, why don't women do it anyway and do it for your man? It's not a problem with doing it for your spouse. So you want to do it anyway, but do it for your spouse. You ain't got to put it online to the world. But I don't see nothing wrong with keeping it spicy. If look, you get upset if you scrolling and you hear that music come on.
Yeah.
So for me, I don't see nothing wrong with keeping it spicy. That's the part of keeping it spicy and doing all that. So I think I'm in the same content, but I don't see nothing wrong with being vocal.
I think it depends on, I think I agree. You can do it in the house for your husband, but I also think it depends on who your husband is, right? Because if your husband doesn't know that you're capable of being a busted baby, and then all of a sudden, after 3 years, you become a busted baby, like in 2 seconds,
Right.
he's looking at you crazy,
Nah.
See you.
I think
their wives to be in a box.
they feel like they cracked the code to the game. We are natural hunters. So if we didn't got to another level in the game, we're like, wait a minute, hold on. That's been in there the whole time.
No, I should know. I should know. Like, we're married, so I should know that you should be able to bust it, baby. No, but when you're in a relationship, there's certain things that I'm gonna speak in our terms, there's certain things that I like, or I might look and see something, but it might be something that I don't want you to wear.
Gotcha.
It's just
Gotcha.
no.
See?
Yeah, no, that don't work for me.
No. I'm not saying looking like, but if that's not what you like to wear, then it's not like I'm
That's
trying
not
to
what
make
you
you wear
just said.
something.
But what if,
No.
but see, what if that
I
is what
said
she
look.
likes to wear?
Say that again.
What if that is what she likes to wear? Then would she not even be your wife because she likes to wear it and you only like to look at it, but
No.
she's not?
Let me clarify what I was saying.
Oh.
What I'm saying. It's certain things I might look at, but it's certain things that she might not want to wear. You see what I'm saying? So if I don't want to try to make you wear what you don't want to wear, because now you thinking I'm trying to make you into a whole nother woman.
Gotcha.
So I
Gotcha.
just, I leave
This
that
is to
on the
wear
table.
in the house, or is this to wear like
Yeah, I mean, either
out
whichever one.
in the street?
Definitely out.
Period.
Yeah,
Period. Women who's not comfortable wearing. Some women will be like, "Oh, I'm not going to put that on." Like, it just depends. Everybody's personality is so different. Some women are a little more stuck in their heads, and they're like, "Oh, I'm not going to put that on." And I'm just like, "Sis, he don't care. Like, it's coming off. Like, what?"
Right. Don't even put it on. But
yeah.
Listen, Asha said, listen, I'm going to do it, but I'm not posting it on Facebook. Let me see if we can get one last question in
You
here.
know,
Oh my God. So listen, we're definitely gonna have to do a part two, because we definitely, y'all in the audience, y'all are having some really awesome comments in there. Jason said y'all can't even put the bowl in the sink though. Okay. How important is appearances? I think Kimberly or Jazz mentioned earlier that you want a trophy wife, right? Or to have a woman that looks good, or a certain expectation when it comes to appearance. Ladies, how important, and then we'll go to the fellas, how important is appearance? Like how a guy looks, his face, his body, being in shape. Like how important is that to women?
you want to go, Jasmine?
You want me to go?
I mean, I could go.
Y'all gonna do rock, paper, scissors? What y'all doing?
I feel like for me it is important. Like I do have specific things that I look for. Like me and Kim, we'll go back. Like anybody who doesn't know, Kim is my sister. That's my real life sister. So
real life.
We're not play sisters. That's my real life.
Right.
So I personally only like I'll date only like tall men, because but that makes me feel like it's a security thing for me.
Okay.
As far as in shape, I feel like it goes both ways. I feel like you fall in love with somebody and they look a certain way. You have two different types of people. You have the people that they don't see that. They only see the person. For instance, I can just give a quick example. with me and my daughter's father. So when we met, I was way thinner than what I am now. Like I was thin. We performed a lot. Like we met because we both used to rap. So we performed a lot. It was a lot of that, always in studios. And so I had my daughter, and then life went on. And I think like maybe a few years ago, I found like an old picture. I found a picture of me at that we had. And I was like, yo, like, look at this picture. I sent it to him. And he didn't even remember. He was like, is that what you look like when I met you? Like, he didn't even remember then and now. Because for him, I look the same.
Gotcha.
I'm saying, so it really just depends on the person and how you feel about them. Some people don't see. But for me, I would prefer somebody who keeps themselves, loves themselves enough to keep themselves up.
Okay. So on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 is this is really important, and 1 is like, not so important. How important is a man that keeps himself up, that looks good, whatever? What number would you give when it comes to, this is somebody I'm interested in dating. They look a certain way.
Oh, that's a strong 9.
Okay. All right. What about you, Kim?
I mean, I'm probably going to say a 9 or a 10, but I'm saying that like as far as somebody who is well kept. I'm not going to say like a certain standard, like he got to be this tall, this color complexion, because Black people funny about that.
Right.
He got to have a certain body, like none of that. My spirit has to agree with you. That's really what it is. So he could look any way, but if I have a connection to him most of the time that I can't explain, then there's a connection. As long as his jeans fall over his sneakers well for me, because that is very important. I need him to be able to wear jeans properly. If he can wear jeans properly and stuff, we good. We was, back in the day. Because I'm married now. It's a little different.
So basically, he would have had to be from like New Jersey, because we know how the dudes in New Jersey, they jeans.
Let me hear from the guys. Let me hear from the guys. Fellas, we got a few minutes left. Scale of 1 to 10, how important is a woman's appearance? Being attracted to her. How important is that? Even deciding to, talk to her, engage with her. How important is her appearance?
I would say a 7.
I was curious to say 7, 8 myself.
Yeah,
7, 8.
Yeah.
I mean, because realistically, nobody's gonna be on 24/7. I ain't on 24/7. So I'm not gonna set a standard that I ain't even willing to uphold myself. And I'm not willing. You can't keep up with the hustle and bustle of life. You can't keep up with just. I'm trying to figure out what filter everybody using on Instagram right now. These people, and they are on 10 all the time on their pictures. The angles hitting just right, but you see the person, and it's like, wow, you don't even look nothing like Instagram. So I don't want to get to the point where every time I step out, I gotta be on every time. Because the minute somebody see you slipping, they like, oh, he thought he was all that, or he thought he was with a dime. You know what I'm saying? So 7 to 8 for me. 7 to 8.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
now, hold on. Appearance also deal with hygiene. I need that to be on 10. Okay? We're gonna keep that at 10. But the outer appearance, it is what it is. But hygiene and stuff, I like when you get your feet done, your nails. If even if you ain't got long nails, just go put a little gloss on it. You know what I'm saying? I like you to take care of you.
Low gloss.
So listen, what I'm hearing y'all say is that, listen, when it comes to appearance, it is important. It sounds like it's important on both sides of the fence, right? Because that's the first thing that we see is a person. That's the first thing you're going to see is what a person looks like. You connect with them on that spiritual level. But like, I see you first. So I'm definitely hearing what y'all are saying. And then there's, of course, preferences when it comes to things.
I hate the word preference.
Real fast. So the 10, like if I see, and I see a 10, and then later she can't, because I'm seeing all of this and all of this with the light. I'm seeing all of that. I'm seeing, whatever. So at that moment is a 10. But if I just so happen to be in the neighborhood and I swing by, or I see you going to the mailbox and you less than a 7, if you in the 5, if you looking like one of my homeboys, If you're looking like one of my homeboys, you know, nah. 7,
No.
yeah. If
Okay.
I see a 10 and then later's a 7, we still good.
Gotcha. All right. This has been another enjoyable, engaging Relationship Friday. So we do them the last Friday of every month. We did not get to finish everything. So y'all know we're going to do a part 2. Hopefully y'all can come back. If y'all can, we would love to have y'all come back. Audience, y'all have been the bomb.com as usual. And y'all have brought some really important questions. We kind of laugh and kiki ha-ha it up. But this is a great forum for men and women to be able to dialogue. And at the end of the day, really, it is about us connecting, us all growing together. Jazz, you mentioned earlier, is there something that men have, a resource for them? And really, we get an opportunity to be a resource for them, to let them hear how women think and what women are interested in. So I want to say thank y'all so much. Really quickly, because it's 8 o'clock, Jazz, start with you. Give your contact information where people can, if they want to put an order in, get some lunch, dinner. So Jazz,
or here's some bars.
Or here's some bars. So if y'all would just go ahead.
No, you never retired.
You know, I'm retired from writing, but I don't perform anymore. Y'all can reach me at info@curatedchefsva.com or at 757-742-4577.
Say that number one more time.
Instagram. I'm sorry, Rachel.
Say your number one more time.
757-742-4577. Or on Instagram at Curated Chef or at SheInDA the Lab.
Awesome. All right, Stacy, and then Patrick.
Oh yes. What? Oh, that was me. That was
That's you.
Yeah, that's it. The happy hour was over. On Facebook, Suns Touch Customized Apparel. Instagram, I really don't use Instagram, so definitely on Facebook, Suns Touch, SONS. That's my initials. Touch Customized Apparel.
All right, for me, if you all are looking for some comedy, I can do all comedy. It doesn't matter what you're looking for. I can do it in person, and with COVID, if you don't feel comfortable, and I can also do it virtually. So all you got to do is email bookpeaty@gmail.com. So that is bookpeaty@gmail.com. Or you can follow me on all social media, Petey Ray Red, PeatyRayRaye. Thank you all so much.
Awesome. I really appreciate you all for coming out, giving of your time. Y'all join us the last Friday of February for another Relationship Friday. This has been thebomb.com, and we definitely appreciate it. Y'all stay safe. Hopefully y'all can come back. This has been good. We've got more questions, more conversation to dig into. So good night. Y'all be blessed. Take care.
Good night.
Thanks for having me. This is fun.
Hey, stay positive, test negative.
Yes, that part.
That's the truth.
That was good.
That's the one.
That'll break.